So today, we are going to explain such a drama which is going to be very interesting, because in this, our main character, the character Sora, has supernatural powers with the help of which he can lift any object in the air without touching it. The main character, Sora, has been shown to be very powerful, but these are all his powers. She also creates problems for him when he is unable to control his anger. But the reason for the arrival of our female lead Sora's life changes completely. That is, he starts being happy and also learns to handle his powers. It will also be shown in this drama that Sora is looking for her parents, so the female lead will give Sora full help in this matter too. Many more characters have been shown in the rest of the drama, which makes the whole story more interesting, because of which you all will definitely like this beautiful love story. So let's start the explanation of the drama without any delay. Let's start. So in the beginning of the drama, we see a kid named Sora who has some special powers, and he has come to the hospital to meet his grandmother and is saying, "Grandmother, don't worry, you are fine. If you go," then she says yes. And when she was about to give one mark to Sora, then Sora's father holds his hand. That is, he starts refusing. Then grandmother explained that Sora has no role in this. There is no mistake. And then giving the mask to Sora, she said that, "See, this is the God mask which you have to always keep with you, because this will make you a better person, and you will also be able to control your anger." Sora takes that mask and says that, "You will see, grandmother, one day I will become a very good person, then you will be called Diet, that you can never become a human because you are a monster." Sora started getting angry at this, which meant his heart broke because I think Sora's father doesn't like Sora. So then grandmother again silences Sora's father. She makes him understand that she is not a monster, and Sora says that because of her, everyone gets hurt every time. Then grandmother says that now you have the God mask, so nothing can be done. It won't be bad. Sora also starts promising that, "Yes, now I will show you that I am a good kid and will always take care of your mom and dad. I will also take care of it." And then when I started wearing the God mask and showing it to grandmother, then she would not get up at all. Sora wakes her up a lot. Also, her parents were trying to lift her grandmother a lot, but she did not get up because she had died. And then this scene was cut here, after which we were shown the school scene. Actually, Sora lives in Japan with his family. While his parents belong to Thailand, well after the death of his grandmother, Sora started wearing that mask all the time, because of which his focus did not go here and there and remained only on his work. But another kid who bullies all the kids comes to Sora and takes away his mask, leaving Sora weak. Understanding this, he started disturbing him. Sora even tried to stop him, saying that, "Please don't do this and give me my mask back," but that student didn't listen. No. Instead, he starts pulling the mask away from Sora, which ends up breaking poor Sora's mask. The heart breaks, but at the same time that student was becoming very happy that, "See, now you enjoyed it." Hearing this, Sora felt very happy. He looked angrily at that student and started lifting him in the air with his power. Because of this, the student gets shocked and his throat doesn't get tightened. Actually, at this time, Sora's mind is not wandering at all. No, he was directly only on that student on whom he was feeling very angry. So he was easily throwing that student in the air. Sora's power was so much that even all the windows broke, and the student was almost about to die as his face had become red. But when some girls came here and started shouting, then Sora's mind went away from focus and the students. When he fell down, then Sora realized what he was doing in anger, due to which. Now in the next scene, we see Sora's parents in the principal's office, where the parents of that student have also come. Because of the complaint, the principal announces that Sora is not a normal kid, but a very dangerous one. So they are taking him out of school before any other student gets hurt, and then the parents will get upset. Sora, who is outside, is realizing his mistake, that I should not have done this. I don't know why I can't control my anger and can't stop my powers from coming out. That's why I am very sad here. He sits down, after which we are shown a scene at home where Sora's father is angry. He brings Sora to his room and says that now you will never go out of the house, but will always stay in this room only. You will stay. And then as soon as you came out of Sora's room and came to your wife, then Sora's mom was going to Sora, but he stops them and says, "He is not our son, but just a monster, so we should stay away from him." Mom says, "Please don't say such things, and talk softly. Sora will hear it and he will touch us. He is his son. How can you call him a monster like this? And on top of that, Sora is also like all these. He was getting upset after hearing all this, and father started telling him that now there is no school left from where he has not been expelled, or where it hasn't killed almost everyone, so now I'm fed up, I am here, and I can't live with this at all, and this is also the reason for my mom's death. That is because of this he is not alive today. On hearing this, Mom slaps Sora's father loudly and says, "Why did you do this? How can you make such dirty accusations against your own kid, even after knowing that Sora has no... If it's not my fault." Then Sora also started crying badly after hearing such bad things from his dad. He was also shouting that no, I am neither a monster nor a devil. When Sora, due to his anger, the lights of the house started turning on and off, due to which the parents got scared. And then the lights go off and father says that, see, this monster is again spoiling some work. That's why Sora's. When they started going into the room, Sora, who was now angry once again, picked up all the things in the room in the air and also broke the windows. She also broke down when her parents came into the room and tried to stop Sora from doing this, but he was not listening to anyone. Just then a ball hit Mom's head with great force, due to which she screamed, and then Sora regains consciousness and starts coming towards Mom, but father stops Sora, and they say that you will not come close to us at all. Mom started saying no, Sora's, it was not a mistake, that means he did not do it intentionally, so please do not say anything to my son. But now father has decided that what do they have to do with Sora? That is, not only live with him but also take Sora to that place to where it should have been from the beginning. So the scene was cut right there, after which we now see a girl outside Sora's house. A car is shown where some people have come to take Sora with them. He came out with the luggage, and after putting the luggage in the car, he sat on the seat and went out. When I started looking at the person standing there, he said, "Don't worry, we will bring you back home very soon." Actually, all these people have come from a very big research institute, and this person is the head there. By the way, now let's see that when Sora was on the way, the head told him that we are taking you to our research institute to cure you, so that I can find out what the problem is inside you, because people have told me about you and I have told you about your powers. That means who knows, you might be able to do good to people by using your powers. Then Sora says that I don't know anything, I just want to get well as soon as possible, so that I can live with my mom and dad. So listen to this head. He went silent. By the way, his name is Mr. Soji, after which we now know about Japanese technology. The science department was shown, which was really huge, so much so that Sora just kept looking at the whole place. Then when he came inside, this place was quite unique from inside as well, i.e., it was as if those people, you have come into the future, so much advance, after which we now see a room, showing which Mr. Soji is telling that, here we will conduct tests on you, which means you will have to come here every day, then Sora will also be tested. He started looking at that place with surprise, then when he explores the place further, then he finds a lot of strange things started to appear about how experiments were being done on people, or what types of drones are there here. They were also quite dangerous, so Sora was he got very scared too. Then he came outside. That is, this place is at the bottom of the science department. That is from where Saurashtra is completely visible. Sora cannot even try to run away. Sora was shown his room where as soon as he came, he asked, "When will you let me talk to my mom?" That means I am missing them. Then Mr. Soji said that you remember what you just did with your family. You have come here, so now you will be able to meet your family only when you get well, and trust me. We will make you completely fine. Then you can live happily with your parents without harming anyone. I wonder if you will really fix me, promise me, and then will you introduce me to my mom and dad, too? Mr. Soji will say yes, promise. Then Sora became more happy, and then when they leave, he looks at himself in the mirror and says, "Mom, you will see that I will not cry at all and will get well soon. I will come back to you well." The cut happened, after which now, from the next day, we were shown the activities of Sora, i.e., firstly, her A study time is fixed where he has to study very hard. Sora doesn't understand everything, but he still tries to learn it. Sora was taught fighting. That is, a time was fixed for this thing as well, so that Sora could be made very strong. Then now we are shown Sora visiting a doctor who is, I think, weakly. Sora are going to take blood so that blood tests can be done and many other types of so that test can be done. So when he asked Sora if we can take your blood so that we can make medicine for you, then that poor kid says yes, while deep inside he was very scared. Well, now the most important task has started using, which everyone will find out how Sora can do things using his mind. So fruits were placed in front of Sora, which Sora lifted up with great difficulty using his powers. I picked it up, but not for long, just for a few seconds. Then Mr. Soji understood that Sora needed a lot of practice, and then the routine continued like this, meaning Sora would practice a lot every day. There was a study where he was being monitored through cameras all the time, and then he was also taught fighting every day, which was hard every day. Was happening, and at the same time Sora's blood was also taken non-stop, due to which the poor guy, just kept screaming, and then a lot of research was also done on his blood. Sora. Now he has also got used to this routine of his, so when one day he was getting ready by looking in the mirror, then he came to know that behind the mirror there is a camera at the back as well, which was being watched by a little girl who was watching Mr. Soji. I think there is a relative whose name is Momoko, to whom Mr. Soji started explaining that, look, this kid's name is Sora, whose elder sister is a kite. Momo agrees that she will take care of Sora when she grows up, and then Sora is shown on the screen. She started feeling happy after seeing this, after which one day when Sora was leaving after donating blood, so then another kit was shown whose face was not shown, but it was just, he was secretly watching Sora. Sora also felt this, so when he turned, so then that kid quickly went away from here. Well, now we will get to know later who is this mysterious kid who. Later we see that Sora's routine continues like this, i.e., studying every day. Donate blood. Momo uncle keep an eye on Sora. Then one day, the same daily diet for Sora. When the food arrives, Momo gets a card for him, which confuses him. People started wondering who had sent this, while Momo felt bad after seeing Sora's lunch, thinking how Sora could only boil it. Eats vegetables. Then one day when Sora was going, he saw the same mysterious. A kit is seen who I think is having some trouble walking. Sora says hello to that kit, to make friendship, but that kit does not give any response and goes away from here. After which now in the next scene we see Sora. They see power control practice, which Sora thought was just a game. So Mr. Soji scolded and explained to Sora that you need to be serious, only then you will be able to get well. So on hearing this, he agrees. After which now, we see that when Sora was sleeping at night, then he started having nightmares, so he gets worried. Then seeing Sora upset, Momo also started getting upset. So the next day, she sent chocolate to Sora with the message that eating chocolates will make your nightmares go away. So this Reet-Krar Sora becomes happy. Now he also feels as if he is not alone, but someone is there for him. There is a friend here who no one knows who he is, but he just takes care of him and keeps an eye on him. Well, now the story ends completely. Years later, it is shown how Sora has grown up and is still waiting for a blood test. He is giving blood samples, and then we see his fighting skills, which have improved a lot compared to before, and he had become brilliant in studies as well and was still living comfortably here. That is, without complaint. But Mr. Soji wants to make medicine for her from Sora's blood. She isn't done yet. By the way, Sora still has nightmares because he misses his mom so much. And now, if we talk about power control practice, here also he had made a lot of improvement, but he could not lift much weight with his power. I was able to. Mr. So says that Sora, why are you not able to give full focus? Then he replies that it is because my mind, I have a lot of questions, and I am also missing my mom a lot. That is, I want to meet her, Mr. Soji. He clearly refuses, saying no, not now. First, get well. Then Sora gets angry, saying, I have been hearing the same thing from you for last 12 years. I am listening. When will I get well and will be able to meet Mom? At least please let me talk to her on call once. But Mr. Soji refuses to do this as well and says that if you get angry, then use this anger on training. Do it. Only then you will be able to get well as soon as possible. Hearing this, Sora became silent, after which now Momo is shown, who has also grown up and has just returned from college to the science department where she comes every day. By the way, Momo is not the main female lead of this drama, but the second female lead, and she is the main lead. It will be told about it later. By the way, today is Sora's birthday, so Momoko gave Sora his favorite chocolate cake, and many other things that Sora likes, along with a card on which was written Happy Birthday. Sora started to feel happy, so he said, I don't know who you are, but you take such good care of me, that's why I am thanking you from my heart. And then I started enjoying the cake. that is, even here. Sora was happy in the science department. But now the story moves forward a few more years, i.e. the story starts 6 years ahead. It was shown that Sora is still upset after donating his blood, while Momo is now a Jedi. She had become an official member of SD, and if we talk about practice, then now Sora is a part of it. He has become absolutely perfect, meaning he can lift any amount of weight and do it in any way he wants. He even moves it, so Mr. Soji became happy that finally Sora did it. Mysterious man on the way. At the same time, Sora was also very happy because he felt that maybe now he would be able to go out of here and meet his mom. We will be able to get it, but will this really happen? We will know all this in the next part, and then end part 1 with this scene right here. But it ends, so in the beginning of part 2 we see that Sora is telling Mr. Soji that now I have learnt to control my powers well, so now I feel that you are my mom's son. Let me pass, but Mr. Soji clearly refuses, saying no. Not now, you can harm people and even your mom. Sora started getting angry, but you saw that I handled it perfectly. When I am doing this, Mr. Soji shows Sora his passport and tells him that the preparations for your departure have been made, and money has also been kept in the envelope for the travel, but right now we cannot send you from here because we need your blood. The medicine that you are trying to make has not been made yet, and once it is made, you will be free from here. Sora started to think that maybe you are telling the truth. That's why he says that, okay, I am trusting you. And then as soon as I left from here, then he told me, the same mysterious boy was seen coming out from inside the room who does not talk to anyone. Sora even called out asking, "What are you doing?" But he did not listen to her. And now as soon as Sora came to his room, she came to know that the mysterious boy had something for Sora. The stuff he left behind is stuff that Sora's mom sent for Sora, but Sora was never given these things, nor was any information given about them. There was also a letter from Sora's mom in which it was written that she misses Sora every day and is waiting for him to come back, so Sora angrily comes to Mr. Soji with all that stuff and asks that what is all this, i.e. why did you hide all these things from me, Mr. Soji? At first she was surprised as to where he got all this stuff from, but then he started explaining that, we told you about these things because I did not tell you because then you would have insisted more on meeting your mom and would have started missing her even more, due to which you never able to focus on his power control practice. Sora begins to wonder if Mr. Soji could do something like this to him. So here his argument with Mr. Soji started, where in the course of conversation Mr. Soji said that you are still a threat to people, i.e., you are really a devil. So Sora should hear this. He got so angry that he used his powers to throw Mr. Soji away, and then after taking the passport and other documents from the drawer, he also takes the money envelope and quickly comes here. Sora starts leaving after saying sorry to Mr. Soji. After Sora leaves, Mr. Soji alerts all the guards that Sora has run away. Catch him as quickly as possible. Then the alarm started ringing everywhere. Sora also caught his to damage a place of power use, which opens all the doors. Then these, after understanding everything, the mysterious boy starts smiling and places all the things given to Sora by her mom in her room. The video shows Sora running at full speed and everyone else trying to catch up to him. That means they attack Sora, but even then no one can catch him, because Sora has so much power that he was easily picking up and throwing away many people. We are shown a person here, who are saying that stop Sora from going out at any cost. Then the guards start firing, but Sora starts firing. Sora was also able to escape easily because he can stop everything, but even after doing so, a bullet managed to touch Sora's shoulder. It goes out, and Sora's shoulder gets injured, but he still doesn't stop. Instead, he keeps running away. An order comes from above to stop the firing, meaning Sora must not die, so the guards themselves stop Sora. Everyone tries to stop him, but Sora pushes them away again and finally runs away from this place. And then he just keeps running until he finds a place to hide, because he's been confused for years at this time. After seeing the outside world, because everything had changed completely, due to which I was not able to understand where I should go now, after which now we see that Sora has come very far and is sitting in one place and has started walking on his. He started looking at the injury, so he bandaged his hand and then he went to sleep there. He went because he was very tired, but he was also happy that today he had finally studied science. After he is freed from the department, we see the morning scene where an old lady asks Sora if he... Okay, so hearing this, Sora got up but didn't give any reply. Instead, he quickly started to leave from here, and then finally went to his house. He finds her and comes there. At this time, he is very emotional because he thinks that today he will be able to meet his mother. But when after breaking the lock of the house, he went inside and started calling his mom that, "Mom, where are you?" Then we are shown Sora's mom, who is also getting very emotional, and calling Sora's name. Then she loves that Sora. When he was very small, and she started crying, saying that she had been waiting for me to come back for so long, but what was this? It was just Sora's imagination that Sora's mom was not at home, but the man came here and started asking, "Who are you and how did you come inside the house?" "Sora?" It is a surprise to see someone else in the house. Then when we talk to them, we come to know that Sora's parents have left this house. In fact, that person has left not only this house but also Japan and gone back to Thailand. He tells me that I don't have much information about your parents, but I will transfer the rent money to this bank number. So on hearing this, Sora took that bank number and started thanking that person, after which we now see Mr. Soji, who is discussing Sora's powers with a scientist, about what makes Sora more than a normal person. That is, he is so powerful that then another person comes here and starts telling. We are searching for Sora everywhere, but he is so fast that we are thinking. He is always thinking 5 steps ahead, and that is why we are unable to catch him. So Mr. Soji says that it is okay. You call more teams and somehow bring Sora back here. After which now we have to Sora was shown eating chocolates, as he had brought all the chocolates given to Momo in his bag. He is planning to go to Thailand. In the next scene, we see that the same person meets Mr. Soji again and tells him, "I'm still not able to find Sora. Anywhere should we go to Thailand, because everyone knows that he will definitely go to Thailand to look for his parents." Then Mr. Soji said, "No problem, you go now. Let me handle this matter." And then he called Momoko to him and started explaining that now you are the only one that you can bring Sora back, because you know and understand her well. And then he begins to say that at this time, Sora will be very scared and very angry, just like an animal. Which if we bring him forcefully, then he will easily run away again using his powers. Only you can bring him back here with love, although his staying outside for a long time can be dangerous for everyone else. For him, and for Sora himself as well. So I'm worried about Sora, then Momo. She said that it's okay. Uncle So, gee, don't worry. I will definitely bring Sora back safely, and there outside we will again go to the same place. Let's see, it was said that he was able to walk with the help of a machine. Well, now in the next scene we see that Sora has finally reached Thailand by flight. He is at a place where he doesn't understand at all what he should do, i.e. where he should go, but then he hires a taxi. He took it and then left from there, after which now in the next scene we see our main female lead, whose name is Amy, and she is taking driving lessons from her friend Kryn, who is an actor. By the way, Amy was creating a lot of problems while learning driving because she does not like to listen to anyone. That is, Amy is shown to be very childish because of this. Karina was getting hurt repeatedly, because of which he started refusing, saying that, "No, I am not teaching you driving," but then she convinces Screen by saying sorry, after which now in the next scene we are shown that the taxi in which Sora was. The driver of that taxi had understood that Sora was a tourist, so he secretly turned the meter down. He increased the amount due to which Sora had to pay more money. Sora also notices this, and now when he stops at a place, and if the driver tells about the high charges, then Sora uses his powers to reduce the number on the meter very cleverly, and then he started giving the money, and the driver asked why so less. Then Sora said, "You check your meter yourself. I will just give you that much money. I am getting as much as I have made." The driver started getting confused as to how this happened, and then Sora gets down from the taxi, after which now we are shown that Sora buys street food, which she finds weird, and then she is in the bank to ask for the bank number. He came to get the details which were given to him by the person who now lives on rent in Sora's house, but the banker is not giving the information. He refuses to do so by telling him that it is against the policy to do so. Then Sora says that, "But I am the son of the person who owns this bank. I have the number, so please at least tell me the address." But the banker still refused, due to which Sora had to come to the police station to talk about this, but here also he was told the same things. The banker had said that without customer permission no one can give you such information, So then Sora and he starts getting more worried about how to find his parents, after which we see Amy, who is driving. I have recovered a bit, so I started saying that now I will drive on the main road, but Kieran clearly refuses, saying no. Now you can't do this, you need more practice, but now, because Amy is feeling that no, now she has learned perfect driving, so nothing will happen. So when Crane went out of the car to attend someone's call, then Amy quickly takes the call, leaving Crane here, after which we are shown Sora walking on the road. But he is hungry, so when he sees a food stall, he starts going towards it. Amy, who was coming at full speed, got distracted because of a call. She goes, and then when she notices that there is someone in front of her, she becomes unbalanced, and Sora also gets shocked. Seeing the car coming at high speed, he tried his best to stop the car by using his power, but the car was so heavy, even in speed, the key hit Sora, due to which he fell unconscious on the spot. And now when Amy sees what she has done, she also becomes very worried, thinking that maybe the boy is not dead. In the next scene, we see the hospital scene where Crane also comes and asks what happened, then Amy. She tells him everything about how she caused an accident to someone, and now she is very upset. The mystery boy, who is saying in a Robert-like voice that for a long time I wanted this Sora to go away from here, and now that he has gone from here, I am very happy. And then he started going from here, where we could see clearly. I am feeling very scared. When the doctor comes out, then Amy starts saying before he tells anything, I am saying that please, doctor, save that boy by any means. I will give you all the money you need, but that boy must not die. Because I am scared of ghosts. Then the doctor starts laughing and then tells me not to worry, the patient is fine. He will have to undergo some tests and then he can leave from here. So only then Amy calmed down, i.e., that the breather cream tells him that now that everything is fine, I am leaving because I have some important work to do. And then when he left from here, Sora came out of the room from behind, who was going to Amy. She asks, "Where are you going?" Meaning you cannot go like this. The doctor has said that some more tests are yet to be done. Then Sora says that no, I don't need these things. I am absolutely fine. That's why I am leaving. But Amy doesn't want him to go. Sora got angry and said, "Do I look like a dog to you? Why are you treating me like this?" Amy says, "Yes. Your mouth is somewhat like my puppy. But I just love you. I am stopping you so that all your tests get completed." And then she gets emotional and starts telling me that, "Actually, I love you. I am worried. That's why I can't let you go." Sora also started getting emotional that, "Are you really getting interested in me when you don't even know me?" Then Amy tells that yes, that is because if you die, I will be trapped, and on top of that, you will keep troubling me forever as a ghost. Then Sora gets angry that Amy was also following Sora. Then Sora uses her power to break the wheel. He moves the chair forward and leaves, due to which Amy is unable to follow Sora, and then part 2 ends here with this scene. So let's start with part 3. In the beginning, we see Amy in pottery class, but her focus is on whether the boy will be okay or not. No, the one who came in front of my car yesterday, I remember very well that the car was at full speed, but still that boy did not get even a single injury. How did he not come? Is it possible that he has got a lot of internal injuries and he is suffering from this? He is unaware that he will die. Then we are shown Sora, who is outside the bank, because now he has come here only to find he can request for the details of his parents, but no one was telling him anything, so he got stuck here. Then at night we see Amy, whose car breaks down. So she stops a person for help, but when realized that this person does not seem right, so she started telling him to leave. But now this does not happen. That is, he was a thief. So he starts hitting Amy and snatching her stuff. Amy has become unconscious. Then Sora arrives here, and after seeing all this, he stops the thief from doing this. Then that thief. He starts hitting Sora as well and even takes out a knife to scare Sora. But now, because Sora was angry, he used his power to snatch the knife and point it at the thief, while Amy was doing something. She could not even see it because she was unconscious. But 2 people who were on a bike stopped their bike and started recording this scene. Sora finally scares the thief very badly and drives him away from here. Then both persons also left after recording the video. Music. After that, we now see Sora looking at Amy, wondering how she fainted. Then the scene changed, and it was shown that Amy was thanking Sora for saving her, and then she said, "But because of me. You got hurt. Last time also your accident happened because of me, that's why I am sorry." Then Sora said, "It's okay now, you can drop me here. I will take the bus from this bus stop." But Amy did not agree and started saying that you are a tourist, right? So let me help you for one day today. By the way, I really feel bad for you after seeing the look on your face, it seems. And then she brings Sora to her house and applies medicine on his injury. Amy talks to Sora non-stop a lot about all this, which seems to have hurt Sora a lot. Ask questions like, why did you come to Thailand from Japan? Do you have to meet someone here? Or does your family live here? Or, you have come for studies, but Sora was not answering anything of hers. Amy says that you are also very cute. That's why you will definitely have a girlfriend, but when Sora started refusing, then Amy did not believe him at all. Sora was feeling hungry, so Amy says, "Would you like to eat noodles, Sora?" He says yes, and then Amy starts laughing that you were not answering anything, but now see how much you have answered. Sora gave a fast reply and started saying that yes, because I have the answers to all the questions you are asking me. After which the scene cuts, and we are now shown that after dinner, she is giving Sora a sheet and pillow to sleep on the couch, and then when she goes into the room, then Sora uses his power to cover the couch in a few seconds. Amy is surprised when she comes out. How did you do this work so quickly? But then later she gives her friend Kreen's clothes to Sora and says that you do this. You can wear these are Kieran's. Sora starts asking which Kieran is your husband. Then she explains that no, it is not like that, i.e., he is my childhood friend. Whenever we have a home party, he stays here. So I have a lot of his stuff. So then Sora said, okay, I understand. Then Amy came with a rolling pin and started explaining that, look, I agree, I am kind. But if you try to do anything wrong with me at night, then it will not be good because Eno is very pretty. That is why your intentions can be bad. Then Sora explains that, look, it is not like that at all because you are... My Amy gets irritated and starts asking what is wrong with me. Then Sora makes me count a lot of things that... Look, your eyes are like this, your nose is like that, even your mouth is like a vacuum cleaner. Then Amy got very angry and said, look, your choice is really very bad, but just look at me. She was saying that don't even come near my room, and then she left from there, after which Sora starts laughing because he was teasing Amy. Well, now in the next scene we see JTST where Momo is searching for something when she sees Sora. She gets the video of last night, which leaves her shocked. And also Amy's car's number was also showing in the video, so with the help of this thing, Momoko was able to find out where Sora might be at the moment. So she came to Mr. Soji and told him that Sora has been found, and she will bring him back here very soon. Mr. Soji starts to feel happy, after which the scene changes, and now we are shown the morning scene where Sora is in the washroom, which he was brushing his teeth using his powers as he is used to doing so. But as soon as Amy came to the washroom, then he quickly stopped everything, which means he was saved. Otherwise, Amy would have known about his powers. Then we will see now. Sora was sitting outside, and he was amazed at the weird things Amy had made during her pottery class. She makes it, and then Amy also comes here and starts praising herself that see how talented I am, then Sora. He says that yes, I must admit that you are really very talented and praises himself. Well, Amy took Sora to have breakfast, and then when both of them were in the kitchen, Amy tries very hard to Sora, asks him to tell him why he has come to Thailand from Jawan, but Sora doesn't tell anything. Then when both of them sat down to have breakfast after it was ready, Amy was forcefully putting sauce on Sora's omelet. Sora forbids doing all this, but then the thing falls on Sora's clothes, and Amy starts laughing loudly after seeing it. But then Sora also did the same, that is, he also ruins his clothes and starts laughing. It seems that Amy started getting angry, and this time she threw ketchup on Sorab. She was about to throw the ball, but then Sora accepts defeat and says that, I cannot. Well, the scene is cut, and now it is shown that the parents they are asking who this boy is, and then in the course of conversation they tell him that we have already bought a boy for you. She has liked another boy who is very rich, and therefore you will have to forget this boy. Then on hearing this, Sorashi catches hold of him and starts saying, yes, look, this is my boyfriend, i.e., him. I like him too much. That's why I can't marry anyone else, but my parents don't listen to Amy and say that we will get you married to a boy of our standard only. Actually, Amy's family has been shown to be very rich. That is why he does not listen to Amy at all and leaves from there. After his departure, Amy starts getting worried about what will happen to her now, after which we are now shown Momo, who has come to Thailand, who had earlier she takes a room in the hotel where she keeps her luggage and then goes out to find Sora. Well, now we see that Sora is Amy. Hearing this, Amy says it's okay and then opens the door, but then she shuts it back. She opened the door and asked, "By the way, what is your name? You did not tell me that." If Sora tells his name, then Amy also told her name, and then Sora left from there. And after his departure, we see that Amy is not looking happy. That is, she is a little worried. But after a while, we see Momo below Amy's apartment, who is wondering if this is really true. Kieran arrives to find out if Sora is there or not, and he thinks the girl is his fangirl who came to get his autograph. Or maybe it's a selfie, that's why he comes to Momoko and starts praising himself. While Momoko couldn't understand anything, actually fans of Crane often come here to watch Crane's movie. Because of them, they keep coming and going, so Crane was having a misunderstanding, and at the same time he also liked Momo. So he was talking to her so much that then Kieran's real fans come here and start taking selfies, and then Momo gets a chance. Seeing this, she left from there. Only then, Kieran could not stop her, and now she started talking to him. Kieran is shown to be with Amy, where Amy tells her all about how her parents arranged for her to marry a boy named Kevin. When they wanted to get married, Kryn said that this is the name of the owner of my recording company as well, but then he started explaining to Amy, "If you want to avoid such situation, then you should make someone a fake boyfriend for some time." Hearing this, Amy started thinking, now from where did she get that fake boyfriend? Then we are shown Sora, who is still roaming around the bang, and then, when he moved away from there and came a little forward, then Amy saw Sora, and hence she became happy. And she started calling Sora's name, and Sora was also surprised to see Amy. After which, in the next scene, we see that Amy told Sora everything about how Amy needs Sora. In exchange for getting a boyfriend, she will help Sora in the work, because of which Sora has come to Thailand from Japan. Then Sora also finally shares his problem with these two, but here he is more. Nothing tells that he was separated from his parents because he had been in the science department since childhood. Amy says that, "Okay, I will help you in this work, and you help me in return." Then Sora accepts the deal screen. He started asking that, "Do you have any photo of your parents? If not, then can you draw their photo?" Sora says yes, I can try. Then Amy gives him her mobile. Sora gets serious and draws a picture with full emotion. When Rin sees Sora's drawing skills, he is shocked and tells Amy that the boy can have a very good future at the age of 8. But when Amy sees the picture, then she is very shocked because Sora had made a very childish drawing, so she starts saying, "How can we do such a thing? We will find your parents." Well, Amy downloads an app which she had used before, clicked the photo, and then as Sarab kept telling that people say that my eyes are on my face and my nose is on my face, then these things. After hearing this, Amy finally draws a picture of Sora's parents which look exactly the same, causing Sora to become emotional. And he starts thanking Amy, and Amy says, "Let's start the interrogation now, but now because Crane has to be shot. He had to go, so he says bye to Sora, saying if you need any other help, then let me know." Sora Zephany did it in this style. When he started thanking him, Karina found it all very strange, so she shook her hand. He adds the money and says, "Okay, that's enough," and then leaves from there, after which Amy and Sora are outside the bank. They start questioning everyone by showing them the photo, but no one had seen Sora's parents. Both of them had also seen them in the market. They made inquiries, that is to say, wherever it was possible. Both of them made inquiries there. But they could not get any information from anywhere. They were not getting any information, so both of them got tired and sat down. Amy gives water to Sora, and then after Sora drank the water, she herself started drinking water from the same straw. Then Sora was surprised. "Remained, so he says that you are drinking water from my straw?" Amy says yes, so what? Then Sora tells everyone that, "It seems that I have a disease, that's why no one even drinks water from my glass." Hearing this, Amy starts laughing and asks, "Who see disease don't worry about madness. I am more mad than you." Then Sora Amy. I started watching it with love, because for the first time someone is treating Sora like a normal person. And then it ends with this scene. Part 3 ends here. So at the beginning of part 4, we see that Sora and Amy together paste photos of Sora's parents everywhere. He has also given his number so that if anyone knows him, then they can contact him. He is still making inquiries from people. But they were not able to find anything from anywhere, after which we were shown that Amy brought Sora to her house. There, Sora said that, okay, I will stay in your house, but I will bear the expenses of my food and drink myself. Amy agrees because she has some money, and when she is about to go to her room, Sora asks her if I can give you my mobile. I can keep it with me, so that if I get a call I can attend it. Amy agreed and said her. She gave me the mobile and went away, but Sora kept sitting in front of the mobile and night turned into morning. But not a single call came, which made Sora sad, while Amy was surprised that how Sora sat up all night waiting for the call to come, and then it is shown when Amy was on her way to take pottery class. Then she asks Sora to come with her because Sora is getting bored sitting at home. So when both of them came out of the house, Momo saw Sora, and she became happy that finally Sora was here. I have found you. Then when both of them left in the car, then Momo also follows them. Well, now the next scene. In the video, we see that both of them are in pottery class, where Amy's cell phone starts ringing and Sora quickly calls her back. Pick thinks that there might have been a call for his parents, but that doesn't happen. Rather, that call was for Amy, so Sora gets sad and ends up sitting outside sadly. Then Amy brought a dinosaur for Sora and started to calm Sora down by explaining that, so don't worry at all, we will find your parents very soon. Then Sora relaxes a bit, and then after class, Sora goes to the restaurant. Then Amy brings a lot of things for Sora, and Sora is happy that all these things are there. Why? Then she said that it is because you like chocolate. But I did not know which chocolate you liked the most. I liked it, so I brought everything. Sora starts playing with Amy while eating chocolate. At the same time, Amy was also having fun with Sora. That is, both of them spoil each other's face by applying chocolate. But by doing so, both of them were having a lot of fun. After which we are shown Momoko, who is keeping an eye on Sora from a distance and is also happy. Seeing Sora happy. But when Momo realizes that Sora has a fling with Amy, Momoko became sad seeing that the bond was becoming too good. She felt jealous because obviously Momoko has liked Sora since childhood, so she becomes sad and starts leaving from here. Then Crane sees Momoko leaving, and then Momoko starts following her. I realized that there was definitely someone following me, so as soon as she came to the side and the screen saw Momoko's face, when she placed her hand on his shoulder, Momoko would forcefully twist his arm and make him fall down. She then asks, "Who are you after all?" And then Crane tells her that he is the same superstar that you met yesterday, and then Momo sees him. She left Crane and asked him why he was following her. Crane replied that he had not been following her for a long time. I was doing it for a while now and was just about to stop, then Momu. She twists Crane's arm again, and Crane says, "Do you really want to kill me? When I am just doing that, because I was coming to you, because I saw you sad, and look, you are still sad. There must be something that has happened to you." She starts denying it and says that there is nothing like that, which means I am absolutely fine. And anyway, who are you to worry about me? Then the screen tells me that right now I am nothing, but who knows about the future, I want to become something for you. And then he put his hand on Momoko's shoulder, but he pulled his hand back out of fear. So that Momo doesn't start hitting her again, she tells Momo that you think that you are very handsome. That's why someone would be interested in making friendship with you, but no one like that is interested in making friendship with you. I am not interested at all. Crane said, "Okay, it's okay, but at least you accepted that I am handsome." And then, being serious about my feelingless, I have seen a girl, but ever since I have seen you, it feels like there is something between us. There is a connection, that is, I am in one-sided love with you, and it feels as if we have been lovers in our past life. Momo. She started laughing at Karen's words that, "From where did you hear such nonsense? It means nothing is as you are thinking," and when she starts leaving when Crane stops Momoko, because there was a reporter on that side. Who is looking for Crane? Then Momoko says that you want to have a girlfriend, but you want to have a relationship in front of the public. You are afraid to reveal it. It is very strange and nonsense. Kieran starts explaining that, "No, it is not like that. but these reporters just make a big issue out of it and tell Momo to give voice to the reporter. When he thinks that, look, Crane is here, then Crane gets very scared, so he quickly runs away from here, due to this action of Crane. But Momoko was laughing a lot, but when she started thinking about Sora again, then she became sad again. Well, now in the next scene we see that Amy is happy and is talking to someone on the call. Then when she sees Sora, told him that he got a call from the bakery shop owner who told him that she has seen his parents and they are back at the bakery. When he came to the shop, he immediately gave us the information. Sora became so happy that he took the direct information to Amy, but when Sora, the real likes have come, that's why he went away. Amy also started feeling awkward, that's why when she started eating fruits, Sora also felt very strange, after which the scene was cut here. It happens and now we are shown the next day. Actually, today Amy's parents have called Amy to meet Kevin, but Amy has brought Sora along with her and is explaining to her that you have to tell my parents, and we have to act in front of Kevin as if we are really lovers, because only then Kevin will hate me and reject me. So hearing this, Sora agreed that it's okay, I will do as you say, after which both of them go inside and then there is the car came and stopped, which belonged to none other than Kevin, the same boy whom Amy Loved's parents have chosen Amy for him. Well, as soon as he comes in, he starts talking to a random girl. He starts doing this because Kevin's nature is such that he keeps 3 or 4 girls as his girlfriends at a time, and only for a short time I also change all of them. That is, Kevin is a #1 cheater, while Amy is. When Amy was with Sora, Sora said, "Wait, I'll go back from the washroom." Amy stayed there and waited for Sora to come back. But when Kevin did not meet her and went away from here, then Amy just kept looking at Kevin, i.e. that Amy likes Kevin very much, but she doesn't know yet that this is the one, he is the boy whom her parents have chosen for her. Well, now in the next scene we see that Amy Sara is getting married to her. She is introducing him to the parents, but the parents were angry that why did you bring this boy with you here? Then Amy. She tells that this is not any normal boy, but the one whom I like, and then when she was about to say that Sora is mine. She has a boyfriend, but then she becomes quiet after seeing Kevin in front of her, i.e. now Amy finds out that the boy her parents have chosen for her is none other than Dad Kevin's introduction. He starts telling me that Kevin is the son of my friend who is the owner of a recording company. That is, besides being handsome, he is also very rich. He is very rich too, so Amy was looking at Kevin nonstop, the parents would have understood. It is said that Amy has started liking Kevin, and that is why he says that now you can drive this fake boyfriend of yours away from here. We know that you have fallen in love with Kevin, then Amy started to wonder if there is anything like that. It is not even that. That means Kevin is good, but Sora is even better. Actually, Amy is saying this because Amy does not want to marry as per her parents' instructions because she knows that this marriage is just a business story, whereas Amy is in true love. That means he wants to marry a person who takes care of Amy and tells Amy the truth. Love, so she was still calling Sora her boyfriend. Kevin says someone. It doesn't matter. We will compare it in some time as to who is better. Right now we should start lunch, and then when they all started having lunch, Kevin started serving the meal to Amy's parents with his own hands, which makes him become impressed with her. Amy hints to Sora that he does the same but serves the meal to Amy instead of innocent Sora's parents. It seemed that Mom told Kevin to do the same, so Kevin also picked up something and gave it to Amy. Then, in Sora's attempt to defeat Avon, Mom and Dad take out a lot of noodles and give them to Amy on the plate. He gets angry and asks me if I have no manners that I am doing this. Then Sora gets scared and falls off Amy's plate. He puts half noodles in Dad's plate. Dad starts shouting, and then Sora gets scared and says that noodles are noodles in his plate. I put noodles on Mom's plate, but Mom also started shouting that you really don't have any manners, which means you have spoiled everything. When I gave it to him, Sora took all the noodles in his plate and after tasting it said that no, it is not bad, it is absolutely bad. Okay, and the way he was eating while making noise, then the parents got more irritated. When this starts happening, the same Kevin is laughing at Sora. In the next scene we see Kryn. It was shown that he was dancing, meaning his shooting was going on, and then when he sat down to rest, his fangirls were there with him. They all come and start bothering her. But when they leave, Kreen realizes he started remembering me, which means that Kreen has really started liking Momoko. Well, now we will see that Sora was still eating while making sounds. Then Amy silenced him and explained that you should love me. Sora said in front of my parents that, but I don't know how to love. Then she explains that you should never. Someone must have loved you. You do the same things to me. Hearing this, Sora started remembering his childhood days, that how Mom used to comb my hair, how she used to apply powder on my face, and how in the end, after kissing me, she loved me a lot. So Sora also did the same thing. He starts doing the same on Amy as well, i.e., first he takes out the comb and then combs Amy's hair. He started to fix it, and seeing him doing all this, everyone was very surprised that what is he doing after all, including Amy, who was feeling very awkward. Then Sora told Amy he applies powder just like children, and then at last he falls in love with Amy. Also kissing her just like her mom used to made Amy feel very awkward. Kevin was shocked while Amy's parents were also shocked, so they asked Amy to stop the whole drama by telling that we know that this boy is not your boyfriend because we have asked your building's watchman. I interrogated him, and he told me that this boy has also come to stay in your house only 2 days ago, so you should stop lying. Finally, Amy also accepts that yes, Sora is not my boyfriend. I was doing all this because I want that. You both should not take a big decision like marriage in my life, because my life. So I want to marry a boy of my choice who really likes me, and only then I can hold Sora's hand. When she took him with her from here, then Kevin understood that this meant Amy was an innocent girl. She is the one whom I think has been single for a long time, so I will marry her. So I started convincing Amy's parents that Mom and Dad, you both don't worry, I will befriend Amy and then slowly I will make her mine, so both of them will be happy to hear this. After which now we see that after coming home she is very angry because things did not happen the way she wanted, but her parents got to know that Sora is not her boyfriend, so now her parents will force her to get married, while Amy does not know what Kevin's nature is, what kind of a boy he is. Who knows, he might be pretending to be a good guy because of the business deal. Then Sora said that if you are so angry, then you can calm your anger by punching me in the face. Yes, Amy started feeling happy. That can I really do this? But when she saw Sora, she was about to hit Sora but stopped, meaning she did not have the courage to punch Sora's innocent face. After which, in the next scene, we see that Sora was in the convenience store, and Momo also came to Sora, and then she tried to talk to him by asking him if he was from Japan. Sora replied yes, then she said I am also from Japan. And it feels good when we meet people from our country in another country. Sora said yes, that is true. Then, when he started to pick up his things, Momoko gave Sora his favorite chocolate and told him that he liked it. Then Sora was surprised. It happened that yes, but how do you know about this? Then she started telling me that because I can read people's mind, that's why I also know that you like to eat sashi with noodles, so listen to this, Sora, He drops the stuff and directly takes Momoko because she is very busy at this time. There was a lot of surprise and Momoko was also shocked, but then Sora turned back and said, sorry, I hurt you, I did it suddenly, but it felt like you knew me from a long time, Mom. She was happy, but then she started laughing and said that I don't have any powers, I was just joking. I just gasped, because most everyone in the world likes to eat sashi with noodles, so on hearing this, Sora becomes quiet that you are saying the right thing. And then these two. They start talking, which means that in a way Momo has made Sora his friend. Both of them were going back home together where Momo asks Sora in a conversation, is there anything in your life? There is that one person you have never met who still takes care of you. So then Sora tells me that yes, there is a person whom I have never seen, but he has always taken care of me. So listen to this. Momoko started asking that if that person comes in front of you, then what will you do? I.e., will you like him? Sora said that of course I would like her, but now I have to go. Then he quickly says bye to Momo and leaves from here with a lot of love to Momo. She sees Sora leaving, then comes back to her hotel room and becomes very happy that it means Sora will like me when he will know that I am the same girl who used to keep an eye on him and take care of him any time. I used to keep it, but now I can't tell this to Sora because then he will think that I am from Mr. Soji's team and start hating me. Since I want to get closer to Sora, I am going to keep this a secret for now and then just part ways with her. Part 4 ends here. So at the beginning of part 5, we see that the research is going on in the lab, but the thing they are trying to make is not being made. Therefore, information regarding this was given to Mr. Soji. As far as Kanda is concerned, it is just our mistake, but we let him know about it. I don't want to let this happen. But Kanda hears all this outside the door, so he gets angry. I felt that I don't want to be anyone's replacement. Why am I always considered a second option? He says that one day I will prove to everyone that I am better than Sora, and then he went away from here after speaking rudely to Sora. She sees Sora leaving, after which we are now shown that Kevin is in a room with a girl, which means he is really a big cheat, and then he shares the photo of that girl in a group chat by telling that this girl is my girlfriend of today. Then everyone. He started telling her to date a girl with an innocent face, and then hearing this, Amy came to his mind. So I started telling everyone that very soon I am going to date the girl with the innocent face. Well, now in the next scene. We see that Sora is sleeping at night, and in his dreams he remembers the time when Mr. Soji took Sora with him. When they came to take him away, Sora's mom was explaining to Sora that you should not spoil any work. Rather, whatever Mr. Sora starts crying that no, I don't want to go, that means I don't want to go away from you, and then comes back. All the things in the room started flying in the air. Then Dad scolded Sora and made him quiet. He was told to leave, so thinking about all this, Sora gets upset in the present and uses his powers to the fullest. The apartment's belongings were now in the air at this time, while Amy hears a noise and looks how everything is up in the air, so she started screaming really loud and ghost. She started speaking and then she fainted. When she woke up in the morning, she quickly ran to Sarab and told him everything. She tells how a ghost had come at night, but she was still so scared that she was not able to tell anything properly, so Sora slapped her and told her to come to her senses. Then Amy also turned back and slapped Sora. She hits him that how did you raise your hand on me? Sarab says sorry, I was just trying to bring you to your senses, and then when both of them sat down and talked comfortably, then Sora explains that nothing happened last night. That is, whatever you are thinking, it happened, it is just your misunderstanding. Well, now in the next scene, we see that Amy has come to the gym with Sora to exercise, where Kiran is also shown but these two are unable to see it. And then Momoko also comes here following them, and seeing her Kiran gets happy, so he stops Momoko and starts talking to her about where he first saw her today. Momoko is asked her name. She tells him her name and then he says that it is a beautiful name, but can I call you Ko-chan, which means my girlfriend in Japanese, but Momoko clearly refuses that. No, not at all. Karan was following Momoko again. Then she twists his hand again and requests that you, please don't come in my way. And when she left, Kreen felt very insulted that, how today Momo got me insulted in front of everyone by twisting my hand. That's why she... Quietly I went to get coffee. Well, now we will see what happens when after exercise Sora ends. While both of them were sitting, Amy starts cleaning Sora's face, which everyone can see from a distance. Momoko also saw it, and she did not like it at all. Sora was also surprised how Amy could be so close to him. She is concerned about Amy, i.e., she takes care of her little things. That is why she loves Amy very much. I just keep watching. Well, the scene changes, and now we are shown Amy with the screen. Where when Kevin sees these two coming, then both of them are surprised that both of them know Kevin by the... Then Kevin stopped Amy and asked her to be friends, while Amy kept saying that she wanted to live her life on her own terms. Doesn't want to make a business deal with their parents. Then Kevin explains that Amy just wants to give us a chance to understand each other. Then Amy agreed because Kevin, every girl he impresses her with his handsome looks and his words. But Sora is a little jealous of them both being together looking at me then when he was going from here. Then he sees Momo on the way, so both of them started talking. And while we were talking, seeing these two together, Kiran becomes jealous. That is, he starts thinking I wondered if these two liked each other, and then I moved aside when Momo started leaving after saying bye to Sora. Then on the way she sees Kevin, who as usual starts flirting with her, asking, "Who are you? Are you from here?" She starts asking Momo what does it mean. Then he says that you look like an angel from heaven. Ho started making faces at Momo that, what kind of nonsense is this? That is, it was a very bad joke. And then when she started to leave, then Kevin tried to stop her. He tries very hard to explain, how can you ignore me? and then he forcefully gave his card to Momo so that whenever, "If you feel lonely, then call me." Momo doesn't give any answer, but then from here she left, and then now we see Sora and Amy together outside, where Amy is telling Sora to go home alone today. Sora feels bad when she hears that she has to go to lunch with Kevin, but she also tries to stop Amy. So Amy leaves with Kevin, after which Kin comes to Sora and asks, "Let me drop you home because I also want to ask you something, Sora man." After which both of them sit in the car and leave. Well, Kryn stops the car at a place, and he directly asks Sora if he is dating Momoko, i.e. if he likes her. Sora starts denying that, no, it was nothing like that. Then why did he calm down a little bit? He Sansa came, but then he asked that, "Do you like Amy?" Then Sora hesitantly replied that no, then why did you tell this? Starts to feel awkward, so he gets close to Sora and asks her, "So then do you like me?" If you are interested in boys, then on hearing this, Sora quickly pushes Kryn away from himself, saying, No, it is not like that at all. That is, whatever you are thinking, it is not like that. Then the screen tells me that I am also not interested in boys. That is, it's only among girls. I was just testing you. Well, it's also okay that there's really nothing between you and Momoko. Because I like her and want to date her, so you ask her and tell me what things she likes. Hearing this, Sora agreed. Well, the scene is cut, and now we are shown a live scene where when the research was going on, a dangerous incident took place. The matter came to light, so the scientist quickly came and started telling Mr. Soji about the medicine we were working on, which was injected in Sora's body before she escaped from here. Its result has been very bad, i.e., if Sora had escaped from here, then if he uses his powers too much, then it can lead to his death. That's why Sora needs to be brought back to the lab as soon as possible to heal him. Then this thing, Mr. Soji tells Momoko on the call that, if you want to see Sora alive, then bring her back as soon as possible, otherwise she will. Mom started getting worried after hearing that he will die, while on the other side Amy and Kevin together where both of them were talking, but Sora was disturbing Amy by calling her in between again and again. So when Amy scolds Sora that he should not disturb her by calling her again and again, then Sora also starts getting disturbed, i.e. the calls he cuts it and puts his mobile on the charger. By the way, he is feeling hungry, so he went to the convenience store to buy noodles where he met Momoko again, who was also a solar. She offers to eat noodles with Sora at a new restaurant that has just opened nearby. Sora quickly agrees, and then both of them came together to eat noodles and started talking. She asked Momo if she didn't feel like going back to Japan. While there would be some people who would care for you, then Sora calmed down a bit and started telling sadly that, "No, I don't feel like going back to Japan at all because my loved ones there are now in Thailand, Momoko." There is silence when Sora starts asking Momoko about her choices and what things she likes and whatnot. Actually, what Crane told Sora to ask all this so that he can impress Momoko and hence Momoko also. When Sora asks, she starts telling him all her good and bad things, after which the scene was cut here, and now we were shown the scene of the night when Sora came back home and found the same letter written by his mom, which he found in the stuff his mom sent him, so he sat down and read it. At the end, he started getting very emotional, i.e., he started missing his mom. Then outside, Kevin came to drop Amy home, and while Amy was riding the bike, he held Amy's hand. He catches hold of her and says, "I hope you have started to understand me a little bit." Amy is unable to understand what she is doing now. Answer, so she says yes as a friend. I liked it a lot. Kevin started laughing, and then Amy said bye to Kevin. Bolak went out and even came out. She said bye to Kevin, and when she leaves here then, as soon as she leaves, another girl who was passing by, Kevin stops her and starts talking to her, as usual. He started flirting, and the girl was also getting happy with his words. That is, in just a few seconds she gets impressed. Well, now we see that when Amy was going to her apartment, the watchman told her that the grandmother who used to live upstairs has passed away today, so you must be careful. Because who knows, maybe their souls are still in this building, so hearing this, Amy got very scared. Actually, Amy had been scared since childhood, is a bit more scared of ghosts. while we were shown Sora, who was crying because he missed his mom. So when Amy picked up the tissue box using her power, and then she saw how the stuff was flying in the air again, so Sora started screaming loudly out of fear. When Amy came to her, she tells her that there is a tissue ghost here means this house is not good at all, so I am leaving from here and then come back to my room and wash my. She starts packing her stuff, saying that she doesn't want to stay here for even a minute longer. Then Sora explains to Amy that, look, it is not at all like what you are thinking, and if by chance a ghost comes, I am there for you. To protect means I will save you. Amy calms down completely after hearing Sora's words, whether it is true. If you will protect me, then Sora wipes Amy's tears and says that yes, I will always protect you, no matter what problem you are in, so stop being afraid for now. Amy is happy. This started happening because she liked this thing about Sora very much, because from the beginning she had wanted that a boy like her. She should take care of those who come into her life and talk about protecting her. So Amy started looking at Sora with a lot of love, and then just like that, Part 5 ends here with the scene. So Part 6 begins at the beginning. We see Amy trying to sleep and Sora sitting beside her until Amy falls asleep because Amy 1 is scared of ghosts. Then now it is shown that when it was midnight, then Sora. The nightmares started coming back, which made the whole room vibrate when Amy made noise. Hearing this, she wakes up and goes outside to check. Then she sees the blanket flying in the air, so Amy shouted Sora's name loudly and quickly picked Sora up and brought him into the room with her and covered him in a blanket. He is saying that, don't be afraid, everything will be fine, which means that whichever ghost is in this room will go away from here, and then the ghost will also go away. She starts saying that God, please drive away the ghost. Then Sora just keeps looking at Amy, that Amy is very close to him at this time. That's why Sora silenced Amy by saying this, that you don't worry, everything is fine now. Then Amy slowly started to calm down, and Amy started looking at Sora, while Sora was also looking at Amy nonstop. Actually, now Sora is feelingless, and he likes Amy. He does, but yet Amy is not feelingless. Well, now we see the morning scene where when Amy woke up, Sora was beside her, and Amy gets a call saying that Sora. She becomes very happy to hear that she has found her parents, and she tells this to Sora as well. Then she also. He became very happy, after which both of them came to the place where the person who called had asked them to meet. But all this was just the trick was to rob Amy and Sora. That is, some bad people deceive them by telling them lies. They have called some to a place so they can loot their stuff. Amy asks Sora to follow her. Because she thinks Sora is weak, she tries to fight those goons herself while he even tries to kill them. She was not able to do so, but still she did not give up. Sora even forbade her to do so, but Amy was not going to stop, so then Sora has to protect Amy by using his powers. That is, he has to help her, it seems so. It was like Amy was killing those goons while Sora was using his powers from behind. Amy said, "See, I saw them. I can teach you a lesson. You are seeing this." Then Sora says that yes, you are amazing at talking. From a distance we also see Momo, who that she has come here while following these two. After which this scene went on for a long time. That is, Amy defeated all those people while she. It's a different thing that Sora was the one who did everything from behind, and that's when Sora's energy started going down. Due to using too much power, Momo quickly comes to Sora and takes care of him. Amy also starts asking, "What happened? Who are you?" Then she told Momo that this matter is not very important at this time, you just take Sora home quickly. Then Amy did the same Kara. That is, all three of them come back home where Amy says that maybe we should go to the hospital. If I wanted to go to the hospital, then Mama said no, the problem will not be solved by going to the hospital. And then when Sora's heart beat, she was about to check it when Amy grabs her hair and asks her, "Why are you doing this? What are you doing, Mom?" I told her that I was just checking her heartbeat, and then I got Amy to make hot chocolate for Momo and hid in it. She adds medicine in it and makes Sora drink it. Upon drinking it, Sora became completely well, and then he thanks Amy and Momoko and asks if they both know each other, but Amy clearly refuses, and Sora. Seeing that she was all right, Momo too started leaving from here, after which Amy felt Sora is asked, "When did this girl become your friend?" Sora tells that she became my friend just a few days ago. Well, now in the next scene, we see that Kiri brings some mantras to remove Amy's fear by telling her to read these lines. Remember this, and whenever you see a ghost in your house again, read this on it, and it will run away. Amy. When I agreed, then Kin started telling me that tomorrow I have a shooting of my new MV if you want, so you can come there with Sora. On hearing this, Amy agreed. After which the next day we were shown the shooting day, where Joe Crean's she is an actress and was very unknown, due to which not only the screen but even the director was troubled, but no one could tell her I was not saying anything because that girl is the friend of the recording company's director, i.e. Kevin, or you can say she is a secret. During girlfriend break time, when Crane is resting, Amy comes here with Sora and talks to Crane. She seems to be asking, "Why are you upset?" Then the screen tells everything that the actress is very upset. She doesn't even know how to act well, whereas Kevin looks at Amy and comes to both of them. He came and started asking what both of you are talking about. Seeing which Karen quickly became quiet, meaning whatever he was talking about was about that actress. He stops talking bad. But Amy starts telling everyone how much of a child the actress is, and when if you are facing problem in acting, then why are you not getting it changed? Or you make many gestures to Amy that please. Kevin. Don't tell him anything or else he will remove me from the shoot instead of the actress, but Amy was not keeping quiet, and she also said. She tells him that all these things have been told to me by Karen, and then she starts explaining to Kevin that in business one should always work with those people. One who is interested in doing that work should do it, then Kevin who wants to win Amy's heart at any cost and make her his. He wants that, so he fires the actress and says that now you will work in place of that actress because you work more than her. If you are pretty, then Amy is left wondering whether I am there. And even the screen was surprised that, well, how did Kevin agree to Amy's words, after which this scene cuts here? And now we are shown Kevin with the same actress goes to a girl with whom he is making some deal so that he can spend a one night with her without breaking up. If he doesn't do it, then Crane explains to Amy that look, Kevin is not a good person, so you should stay away from him. I am still not sure about anything. I was not telling you because I thought that you are not interested in Kevin, but now it seems that you are interested in Kevin. He will trap her in his net as soon as possible. And who knows, maybe he has already trapped her a little bit. And then he started saying to Sora that you are my friends, take care of you just like a bodyguard. So then Amy says, look, the first thing is that Kevin. He is not a bad person at all as you are thinking of him. Rather, he is very good. And as far as Sora is concerned, he is very dear to me. He cannot protect him because he himself is weak. I.e., I myself saved him from the goons. Then the screen was surprised. I start thinking, have you really become so powerful that you have defeated so many people? Well now, next scene. In it we see that Sarah is going somewhere when he feels as if someone is following him. So he hides, and then he came in front of that person who was none other than Momo. And Sora directly asks him, why are you following me? That is, wherever I go. I find you there. After all, what is your motive? Then first of all, you have to give Momo this. She was not accepting the thing, but later she said that yes, I was following you because I want to be friends with you, which means you are Japanese and so am I, which makes me feel like family with you. So only this. Because of that, I want to be closer to you. Sora starts to believe Momoko's words that, well, there is something after which Momoko gave Sora a chocolate in which a drug to make her unconscious was mixed. Then Sora ate the chocolate, and then he fell on the bench and became unconscious. Momo feels happy seeing Sora unconscious, and then she brought Sora with her to her hotel room and started telling Mr. Soji that she had brought Sora with her. Mr. Soji became very happy and said that, okay, I am sending a private plane, you can come here with it, but when Momo sees Sora crying in his sleep missing his mom, seeing this Momo felt sorry for Sora. She starts getting worried, so she lies to Mr. Soji, saying that Sora has just escaped from here using his powers. Then Mr. Soji got very angry and said that catch Sora again. I cannot wait any longer. She cuts the call with Momo and comes and sits next to Sora and starts worrying about Sora. Lagi says, don't worry. Now we will go from here, only when you meet your parents. Well, now let's show you. It is that Mr. Soji is in front of some person who was getting angry, that why Sora has not come here yet. Then Mr. Soji. After apologizing a lot, I asked him for some more time, and then that person calmed down a bit. Calm down, well, Up in the next scene, we see that Momo comes to meet Kevin at his office because she is working in Kevin's recording company. Hearing that Amy wants to work in the company, Kevin hires Momo, after which the next day we are shown how Amy, and the shooting of the scene starts where they have to act as lovers but when Crane is behaving lovingly with Amy. Seeing this, Amy was trying to control herself at first, but then she started laughing loudly. Because Screen is her best friend with whom she can never be serious, so the director tries to convince Amy, I felt that you had to focus on the screen somehow or the other. Now we will see that when the three of them are leaving from here, Sora is also with them because he has forgotten what happened last night about how Momo she had taken him with her, because when he woke up he was sleeping on the same bench. He sees Momoko here. Kieran comes to Momoko like a child and happily asks her what she is doing here. Have you come to meet me? But she tells Momo that no, I work with Kevin now, that's why I am here, Karen. When Momo asks her to have dinner with them all, Momo has to accept this because of Sora. She agrees to go with everyone, after which we see that Momoko and Amy are both waiting in the car. Outside, Sora and Krin were talking. That is, Sora Kin is Momoko's favorite, telling about the dishes he asked Momoko to tell Kin about. So that Kieran can impress Momo, Kieran gets happy and says, wow, you did so much for me, you are really great. When he is happy, then Saurabh also becomes happy, after which the scene changes, and now we see these four in outdoor dining where Karen orders all the food Momoko likes so that Momoko gets impressed by him, but Momoko is only interested in Sora. I was there, which means she was repeatedly asking about his health and was asking him all the questions, then obviously whom. He doesn't like all this, so he asks, why are you only worried about Sora? Does that mean you can worry about me too? You can also ask about my health. Then Tomo tells me that you are completely healthy and fit, that is why I asked you about this. If I didn't ask, Sora was in the same situation. That is, his entire focus was only on Amy. So he is giving food items to Amy, but she is not eating anything due to her bad mood. But as soon as she got a call from Kevin, and after talking to him very well, Amy started eating all the dishes happily. He says, just look how Amy is feeling hungry after talking to Kevin, whereas Saurabh is feeling very jealous. The director asks, have you really started liking that Kevin? Amy accepts that. Yes, that means I am starting to like him. I am feeling that he is very handsome. Then Sora started bad-mouthing Kevin that he is not handsome at all, it is strange, so it seems if I were a girl in your place, then according to me, the Screen would be the most handsome. So listen to this, Screen, I was shocked. That are you really calling me handsome? Thank you so much, my friend, for praising me so much. And then he tells Momo that, see, everyone thinks that I am super handsome, but you don't believe this. So hearing this, Momo feels something. She did not say anything. Well, Amy and Sora started fighting, so Sora got up angrily and left from here, followed by Momo. When she also went there, Kieran scolded Amy that, could you not have praised Kevin a little less? Now you see, because of you I. When Valley also leaves, then Amy says that I have only said what is true. Meanwhile, Momo is trying to stop Sora, but he is not stopping when suddenly a bike comes in front of them at full speed, which hits them. Before an accident could happen, Sora uses his power to stop the bike, due to which both of them are saved. But Sora fainted because his condition is getting worse now. Momo. She gets very upset, so she brings Sora to her house and takes care of Sora all night. But when she wakes up in the morning, when I woke up, I found out that Sora had left without telling Mom anything. And now we see Amy, who is Sora's, wants to ask where Sora was missing all night. Then Sora tells her that I slept at Momoko's house last night, so this listen. Amy felt very jealous and said, why did you need to stay there? And if you were staying, then at least you should have informed me about it. Amy went silent and looked at Sora, meaning she felt like she had really said something to Momo. He had said too much wrong things which he should not have said about any girl, after which in the next scene we see the lab. We see a scene where a very powerful medicine has been prepared for Sora, with the help of which Sora can live well for a few days. Pega means normal. Then Mr. Soji said that, okay, you get this medicine parceled to Momoko, and now we will take Momoko to the hospital. When they see Momoko going somewhere, Kreen angrily confronts Momoko because he also knows about Momoko and Sora. He had already found out about staying overnight, so he started to explain to Momoko that, look, Sora is not interested in you, but in Amy. I am interested in you, so forget him and focus on the person who likes you like me. Then today even Mom would get angry. She tells him that, but I don't like you, so you should give up on me and go to that person who likes you. Do you like me? But he becomes silent and says that you know how painful one-sided love is then to Momo. She says that I have just replied to what you said, and Kreen started promising that, look, please just give me a chance. I will always keep you very happy, and will never give you a chance to complain, and then you will also like me. You will start doing this. But Momo does not listen to Kreen and instead goes away from here in anger. Then Kreen starts getting very sad. And then with this scene, part 6 ends here. So part 7. In the beginning we see that Sarah is at home. Then Amy starts telling her that I am going to meet Kevin. Sarah first. So he doesn't say anything, but when Amy left, then Sarah got so angry that first he starts hitting the ball hard on the wall and then lifts all the stuff in the air, meaning at this time Sarah is very angry. But then his health deteriorated and he fainted right there. On the other hand, Amy, who was leaving, she remembered that she had left the car keys at home, so when she went up to get them, she saw Sora unconscious. She starts getting worried, that is, she cancels her plan to meet Kevin, whereas Kevin, who is not waiting for Amy to come back yet, he was upset because of that when Momoko came here for some work. Then he started flirting with Momoko, and in the meantime, Kreen also came here. Here he comes, who starts to misunderstand by seeing both of them together. Momo also explains it a lot that it is as you are thinking. There is nothing like that, but Kreen does not listen to him at all. That is, he does not give any reply. Then he gets a call from Amy telling him about Sora's condition. Then Momoko also hears all this, that Sora is not well at all at the moment, after which now we are shown a hospital scene where the doctor says that he cannot understand what has happened to Sora, i.e. he is in such a bad condition that he might even die. Hearing this, both the offices started getting more worried as to why this happened suddenly. What happened was that Momoko, hiding from everyone, starts going to Sora with the medicine because obviously she has Sora's. The solution to the problem is that she injects Sora, due to which finally Sora's condition starts getting better, i.e. that he got cured well. Now we are shown the day 4 whole days later where Thora was at the shooting place because today Amy and Kane. It is the last day of shooting, and when finally the shooting was completed, then everyone was very happy, including Kevin and Amy. Connor does this and repeatedly praises the way he flirts with Amy, which completely annoys Crane. I didn't like it, but now because Kevin is Crane's boss, Crane can't say anything to Kevin, even if he wants to. Well, now when Amy was talking to Kevin alone, Sora started using stress on her to scare Kevin, but Amy got hurt in this process. Injures Amy's leg, which is twisted very badly, and Sora resets the stage so Amy can get back on track. No harm was done, but he was very angry after seeing the scene that how Kevin was now looking at Amy's leg, i.e. he was acting as if he was very concerned about Amy. So Sora angrily comes to the washroom and washes his using power. He lifts all the water in the air, that is, this scene is very... It was amazing how Sora was showing his anger. Well, the scene gets cut, and now let's see that when Amy is going with Kevin, then Kevin starts imagining that I will hug Amy, and then hold her too, which will make this movement very romantic, but when in the present, before Kevin could do anything like that, that is, he could intentionally make Amy fall. Then Sora pushed Kevin with his power, and caught Amy himself from the other side, was coming due to which both of them collide with each other eye-eye. They kissed accidentally, but then both of them quickly get together. I distanced myself from the other person, and started getting angry. In fact, I was not able to accept what had just happened to me. It happened, but the same Amy starts looking at Sora very lovingly, because at this time both of them, they were very close to each other. Well, now, in the next scene, we see that when these three were going back home, then Sora, both Kevin and Amy try to convince her to stay away from Kevin as he is a playboy. That is not a good boy at all, but Amy doesn't listen to anyone because she felt that both of them were getting jealous, so she started laughing loudly and said that now I am not that pretty, that both of you are feeling jealous for me, and then she tells me that, and yes, anyway, today, my Kevin. On hearing that he is on a date with her, Both of them became silent, after which the scene changed and it was shown that Kevin was talking to someone on the call. That today, I will definitely bring Amy to my room. Then Sora also heard all this from behind, that's why he comes to Kevin angrily. He then starts to tell Kevin that he will stay away from Amy. That is, he will not do anything wrong to her. But Kevin does not agree. And he said that if you can stop me, then do that, which means you cannot do any harm to me. Amy had also come here, so Sora has to leave Kevin, after which Kevin leaves with Amy. Well, now we see the restaurant scene, how Amy was with Kevin, but as she left from there, Kevin secretly found her. Something was mixed in the drink, which Sora also noticed from outside, so when Amy came back. So then Sora very cleverly exchanged the drinks of both of them, and then it happened. What happened was that after a while Kevin faints. Amy tries to understand why this happened, so she calls Kevin for help. When he called him for the match, Crane was already upset with Kevin for starting the match, so he went to as a revenge and put Kevin in a very bad condition. He ruins her face, and Amy was trying to stop him from doing that. Don't do such a dangerous prank, but Crane doesn't agree, and says don't be afraid. Both of our names will not appear in this. And then she also clicked a lot of funny photos of Kevin. Well, now we see the next day scene where Amy and Kevin they were boxing, or rather playing, because Amy was beating poor Kevin very badly. And on the other side, some people came to kill the person. Actually, this man has taken money from these people and has not returned it till the end. All of them did this to him, refuses to do it, saying you guys can't beat him up so badly. And now, because Amy thinks that she is too much, he is powerful, so he challenged their boss for a fight. Then when the show was about to start, Crane was asking whether you will do it, meaning there is still time, wait, but Amy was not agreeing. Then Sora also came here and told Amy that you are not as powerful as you think yourself to be. All these words of Sora touched Amy's heart, so she starts imagining that man in such a way that, as he is sleeping and calling him a loser, Amy punches him so hard that that person fell unconscious at once, meaning he did not have the courage to get up at all. Everyone is stunned to see him doing this. They are blown away, that is, everyone is surprised and starts praising Amy. Then Amy. She became very happy. Well, now we see how Sora is saying sorry to Amy outside and telling her that I should not consider you weak. I was sorry if my words hurt you. I was just worried about you, and then I live in feelingless worry. Amy starts to feel happy hearing all these things from Sora. But before she could say anything after hearing this, those same goons came here to take revenge. Sora, whose boss was killed by Amy, runs away from here with Amy, and both of them hid in one place, but it was of no use. That means even then they get caught. Then Sora said that he tried a lot to defeat all of them without using his powers, but now, because these people were no less, they were quite strong and were not coming under control at all. On top of that, one person was Amy. He was about to attack as well, so Sora had to use his power to stop that person and lift the other one in the air. When Amy sees all this, she cannot believe her eyes. That what is happening? What is happening? How is he doing it? Then, when Sora throws both of them away, the boss takes out his gun and starts firing. He does this, which Sora somehow stops with his power so that Amy doesn't get harmed at all. But when everything. Finally, he calms down, i.e., Sora defeats the boss as well and comes to Amy and asks if she is okay, then Amy. She did not say anything because she was very scared. Sora also said that please, you do not need to be afraid of me, but she did not listen to him at all. Instead, she went away from here saying that you just stay away from me. Sora. He also follows Amy and tries to stop her, but his energy starts going down due to using too much power. And he stopped there. After which now we see that Amy meets Momo on the way, who asks what happened, i.e., are you okay? Then Amy returns home with Momoko, where all the things are discussed. I was surprised to hear that Sora really has powers. That is, did you see a dream or not? Then Amy tells me that no, this is all true. Mom asked from the corner that, where is Soraba at this time? Then Amy told that, I don't know. I was really scared, so I ran away from him. And then Momoko starts wondering that this means you ran away leaving Sora alone while she used her powers to save you. How could you do this? And then she goes to find Sora. Amy also started realizing that yes, she had really made a big mistake to Sora. Leaving her alone, she also goes to look for Sora. On the other side, we see Sora. He was troubled with his pain, but he was also remembering Amy's words, how Amy got scared of him and ran away. So I started thinking that then I am really a devil. That's why my dad used to say this to me and Mr. Soji too, and then he comes to a place and falls unconscious there. And Momo is called Mr. Soji got information about this. But now it is shown that it is night now, and Momoko is searching for Sora, but she cannot find him anywhere, while Kieran and Amy was also searching for Sora everywhere, but she too could not find him anywhere. Then Amy. I remembered that Sora must be where he mostly stayed after coming to Thailand, i.e. that near the bank we see Sora there, which is actually this one IEI, the same bank. He has a bank account where his parents have their account. Actually, he has now decided that he will not go back to Amy's house, nor will he ever leave from there. We'll meet him someday because after knowing his truth, she has started hating him Sora at one place. He sits down to sleep but is pushed away from that spot, so he starts walking away. And then finally, Amy also sees Sora. While searching, she reaches this place on the screen, where after a lot of searching, she sees Sora. So Amy called out loudly to Sora. Sora looks at Amy, but now because Amy was about to have an accident, so Sora. He saves Amy by using his powers. Amy directly catches Sora because she is very happy to find her. That's why she said that finally we found you. But Sora says that now I will not go back with you because I know that now knowing my powers, you will also consider me a devil. If you hate me, then Amy explains that no, there is nothing like that. Rather, I want to say sorry to you that I left you alone. She had left me and ran away. Actually, I did not understand anything at that time and I was very scared. And then finally Amy told me. I also told my feelingless person that I too have started liking you and that too very much, so I was shocked to hear this. Then in both of them gave right to each other, which means that now both of them have finally become a couple, which is very special for everyone. Kieran also got happy knowing this, after which this scene gets cut here, and now we move to the next scene. Let's see how Amy and Sora were spending a good time in the pottery class. That is, they were getting happy seeing each other. Then when both of them came back home, then Amy said, "Let's have some fun with your powers, let's do it. That means you can lift me in the air." Sora said, "Yes, of course. That means if I do this, it makes you happy. So obviously I will definitely do this for you," and then he started lifting Amy in the air, and Amy was becoming very happy. But then Sora's health started deteriorating, and he dropped Amy. Then Amy. I understand that Sora can't use his powers all the time. Well, now we see that Amy comes to meet Kevin and tells him that I don't want to be friends with you anymore, because I don't need you anymore. I have found my love, so I will explain to Mom and Dad that they should not force us to meet again and again. So hear this, Kevin. He gets angry, so he directly starts kissing Amy, telling her that she is only mine. Then Amy slaps Kevin hard. Mara and asked him to stay away from her, saying that it would not be good if he did this again, and then she left from there. So then Kevin started getting very angry that what does she think of herself? I will take revenge, and I will make it mine. Well, now it has been shown that when Amy came back home and was talking to Sora, when she got the good news on a call that Sora's parents have actually met. The owner of the bakery shop, which sold the shop to Sora's parents, recognized Sora's parents at his shop when they returned, so he told Sora's parents that the son is looking for them, so tomorrow Sora will find his parents at the bakery shop, because both of them are very happy and excited to meet Sora, because they liked it very much, knowing that Sora is here in Thailand and is looking for them, after which now, in the next scene, we see Momoko, who she has come to meet Sora, and is happy that tomorrow Sora will finally be able to meet his parents, so she told him that tomorrow first you should meet your parents. Meet her, then go back to JTST, and she reveals that Mr. Soji has sent me here. Sora was surprised to know this. Knowing this, he clearly refuses, saying that no, I will not go back, and why did you hide such a big thing from me? That is why But I will never be able to trust her because there was no one in JTSD who cared for me. So you told Momo no. It was not like that. That means there was a person who used to take care of you at any time. You remember it yourself. So then Sora starts to remember that yes, she was the only person whom I had never seen before. But from childhood till now, she had Mom took care of me. She draws something on Sora's hand, seeing which he was shocked, That means finally Sora understood that Momo is the only girl who has taken care of him since childhood. So knowing this, he becomes emotional but still was not ready to go back. So Momo first sat down and requested and then started crying, and told that if you don't go back then you will die, so tomorrow you please first meet your parents, and then come back to Japan with me. Then Sora was shocked to hear about dying, so he started saying that no, there is nothing like that. You have definitely been lied to. That is, Mr. Soji is lying. He told Mom that no, Mr. Soji can never lie. You will at least have to believe me, and then finally I am feelingless, and I told him that I had told him my childhood. I have liked you means I love you very much. Then at first Sora stood silent after hearing this. But then he said that I am trying to take your friendship and feelingless to JTST. If you do this, which is like a prison for me, then I will stop meeting you because I am here in Thailand, with my parents and Amy. I want to be with M, so Momoko is even more heartbroken by how M is more important to Sora than her, i.e., in Sora's eyes she had no value for him, so she said, okay, till now I was explaining to you as a friend, but now if it happens, I will not be responsible for that. Then you will have to go back to Japan after meeting your parents because I will see you dying. I can't see this happening, and then she goes away from here and Saurabh just kept looking at her, and then with this scene she ends with part 7. This is where it ends, so at the beginning of part 8 we see Sora telling Amy everything about how he lived in JTST and how they kept him captive, so Sora had to run away from there, and so he went to his home in Thailand. When he came to find his parents, Amy was shocked to hear all these things about how Sora has faced so many things till now. So she started to tell her not to worry, everything will be fine now. After which we see the next day how Sora is excited about her. Amy was getting ready to meet the parents and thinking, what should I wear for the first meeting with Sora's parents? In Kitvi News, it was reported that the same bakery shop where Sora was supposed to meet her parents today caught fire. It has happened and a Japanese couple has died, and then the names of Sora's parents were told, and Sora was shocked to hear this. That is, he cannot believe that his parents have died, so he is very upset. He shouted very loudly, due to which the whole house started shaking, i.e., everything got spoilt. When Amy comes out, she is unable to understand anything after seeing Sora in such a bad condition, but then the first thing she does is to take care of Sora. He came to him and talked to him and silenced him. In the next scene, it was shown that Sora is standing near his parents' dead bodies, and he is not able to believe at all that his parents have left him forever. That is, how Sora has been living since childhood. This was his only wish, that he could meet his parents, but his dream could not be fulfilled. So obviously, at this time, he is very sad. He was in a lot of pain, after which we now see Mr. Soji, who comes to Mr. Tom and gets angry and says that what was the need to do all this? Actually, Sora's parents did not die accidentally, but they were killed, and this work was done, Mr. Tom has done it. So he said that now you will see that the solar will come back very soon. Well, now it was shown that Sora had returned home but was neither eating anything nor talking to anyone. Amy was trying very hard. Amy tries to get Sora well, but at this point Sora is in such a state of shock that he doesn't respond to anything, doesn't move from one place, and isn't sleeping at all. So Sora has to spend the entire time sitting here. 2 days passed, and then when he was alone at home and he started feeling sleepy, then he saw his parents in his dream, and as soon as he saw them, he first embraced them, meaning he became very happy. In the dream, the parents love Sora very much, and then express their sincere regret for how they raised Sora on their own, especially when Dad was saying sorry to Sora. Then Sora tells them that no, I am angry with both of you. No, I am not there. But I have always missed you both. Sora's parents talk to Sora a little, which everyone hears. Sora was feeling happy when suddenly his eyes opened, and Sora realized that I was just seeing a dream, but still I feel better now than before, that I am back with I was able to meet and talk to my parents. Well, in the next scene we see that Amy and Kieran are both trying to fix Sora's face. So they took him to a museum where Sora started to feel very light, i.e., that he was enjoying the company of both of them and forgot all his pain and suffering. But when he was alone, Mom again meets Sora and tries to convince him to please come back with her. But Sora still does not agree. That is, he refuses. After which now in the next scene we see that Kevin lied to Amy. He called her to meet him in a room by telling her the lie that shooting was going to happen there, and then he started forcing himself on Amy. Because all of them have come here for the promotion of their MV, the team of that movie is currently in the hotel. I was not there but had gone out, whereas Kieran was out with the director when he started asking everyone, "Where is Amy?" The director said she is in the hotel. Then he started asking, and then Mr. Kevin, then also the director told him that he was also in the hotel, and on hearing this, he realized that something was definitely wrong, and he quickly went to sleep. Information about this to he was about to do this, so he throws Kevin away and gets very angry. Kevin laughs and says that, "You. What harm can you do to me?" Then, Tawaji, yes. Sora used her powers for the first time in front of Kevin. Seeing which Kevin was stunned, he flew away, meaning he gets very scared, and now before Sora can harm Kevin, then he spared her life. Kieran came here with the others to save Amy, so then Kevin got scared of Sora and ran away from here quickly, which means he will never bother Amy again because today Sora killed Kevin. He has scared them so much by showing his powers that now he will never even come near these people. Well, now in the next scene let's see that Karan is with Momoko. Actually, now the friendship between these two has become better than before. That is, now Momoko is also starting to like Kieran little by little, so when Kieran gives Momoko he gives me a luck badge saying that, "Keep it with you always and everything will be good in your life and please make me smile." Show it to her. Then Momo started showing it to Screen by smiling, which made Screen very happy after seeing The scene is cut here, and now we see all four of them in a restaurant where they are spending a good time and having a lot of coffee. Everyone was very happy, but then Mom got a call from Mr. Soji who said that, "I know that you are with Sora at this time. Are you with me? Why are you not bringing him back? Then you started telling Mom that he is not doing anything. I can't do that, because Sara's only wish is that he wants to stay in Thailand, Mr. Soji. He said that let me talk to Sara. Then he started explaining a lot to Sara that you have to come back, but he was clearly refusing. Then Mr. Soji cut the call saying that now you yourself will be responsible for whatever happens. Sora should first be told by Mr. I did not understand what Soji said, but when he came out with everyone, and someone was hiding here, he shoots her and she falls down, and then Sora hears what Mr. Soji said. I understood that it meant that JTST was going to harm Sora's loved ones. Well, they all quickly bring Amy to the hospital and are very worried. Then the doctor told them that Amy has lost a lot of blood, so they will need Sora's blood. The blood group was same, so he came to donate his blood to Amy, after which Amy's operation was completed, meaning Amy's life was saved from Sora's. She was able to survive because Sora donated a lot of blood from her body to Amy. In the next scene, we see Amy's parents getting very worried for Amy, and then when Sora comes to there, and they learn that Amy's life was saved because of Sora. And Kevin's Sora did not save Amy either, so both of them started thanking Sora from their heart. Let me say that he is so impressed with Sora that now he even accepts Sora as his son-in-law. Are ready to accept. Because of giving excess blood, Sora was not able to even stand properly, i.e., his condition. She was not well, so her parents told Sora to take rest. As now, we are there with Amy to take care of her. Then, after much force from all of them, Sora agrees to rest. Well, now next day we will see how the morning goes. Everyone was with Amy and taking care of her, while outside Momo came to talk to Crane, which means both of them made up their minds. They have vowed to stay with each other forever, while Amy's parents bid goodbye to Amy and left for Sora. Actually, it was with Amy, but when blood started coming out of Sora's nose, he quickly goes out, and then here his Momoko. When Sora asked Momo if she was really going to die, she told him that yes. Hearing this, Sora became sad, but JTNSD agent enters Amy's room to kidnap her, and then seeing the opportunity, she took Amy with her and went away. When Crane came to Amy, he got worried on not seeing Amy in the room, it seems, and then Sora and Momo also came here and started getting worried. Actually, the JTSD people killed Amy, because they have kidnapped her because they have come to know that Sora's blood is in this girl's body, and we can use it to complete our last mission. We will be able to complete the test, which means that today finally the medicine will be ready, which they have been trying to make for the last 20 years. On the other hand, Amy's parents are worried, so Sora promises them that I will definitely bring Amy back. Then Kryn also started asking me to go with Sora. The flight scene is shown, and the three finally reach Japan, where Sora asks Khan to stay here because obviously he is a Jedi. If there is danger in SD, then Kryn said that okay, if you do not return by night, then I will come to you, after which now. We see the JTST scene where Amy's blood is used to finally create a powerful medicine that can be injected into Sora. If this happens, then it can be cured forever. So when Big Boss was informed about this, he was very happy to hear this. But at the same time, he got the information that Sora is coming here to pick up his girlfriend. That's why he says that you somehow stop all the Soras from coming in, after which now we see Saurus, who was just coming out of JTST, but here there were many people to stop him, who even started firing at Sora. So what was to happen was that Sora also started firing at him. He showed his power and made everyone's life miserable in one go, and then he went inside where he used to make people behave with him easily. He was not able to remove it because today he is really very angry that all these people brought his Amy here for experiment. How can you dare to bring it? When Mr. Soji found out that Sora had entered the building, they all came out. Sora. When he wanted to see the conditions outside, he found Sora right in front of him, who didn't listen to anyone, but taught everyone the use of power. And then he throws her away, and then he comes near Amy and starts taking her with him. Then when both of them left the room after their departure, the same mysterious boy comes here whose face we have not seen till date. I have seen it. And then he picks up the medicine which was made by Mr. Soji. Actually, there are only 2 types of that medicine. The injections are ready, and Kanda injects one of them into his body. Due to which he had a lot of pain initially, but later he became so powerful that now he was unable to walk. No need for any support. The in charge of the guards came here and started asking Canada that what are you doing here, I. How dare you enter this room? Then Canada did not give any answer. Rather, they killed the man by inserting a rod into his body because he had become really very dangerous. And there's no one to spare, on the other hand. Sora, who's trying to get Amy from the back door. He was running away, taking Sora with him. Then we were shown that Kanda also followed Sora to kill him. He first called out to Sora, and when Sora turned, Kanda used his power and threw Sora so far away that I am left wondering how he got more power than me, and then finally he died. Amy reveals her face here, which looks exactly like Sora. Hence Amy and Sora. Both were shocked. Kanda said, "What happened? You are surprised, seeing your own twin brother." He started telling the off story that I was not born alone, which means I was also born along with you. And now, because of our grandmother's powers, Mr. Soji already knew that now, whenever a baby will be born in our family, he will also have the powers, so I had to tell him about our baby. He had taken it from the parents by lying to them that he will cure me, and then From the beginning, many experiments were done on me, due to which my body got paralyzed, and Mom started thinking that I was a child. I am dead, but I was not dead, and only Mr. Soji knew this, so he kept me with him forever. But actually they were trying to make a medicine from our blood that could be used by the Japanese soldiers, that the soldiers become so powerful that they can never lose any war but now, because that medicine cannot be made from my blood. So they started hating me and started giving all the love to you. And the biggest thing is Mr. Soji. He is not any unknown person but our father's elder brother. That is why our parents also used to trust Mr. Soji completely. Hearing this, Sora was shocked, so he explained to Kanda that, "Look, I am not your enemy but your brother, so we will always be together. They can live together with love." But now, because Kanda has hated Sora since childhood, he asks Sora to fight so that he can kill Sora. But Sora was refusing, saying, "No, I don't want to fight you," so then Kanda attacked Amy. He attacked me and said that if you don't want to see him die, then fight with me. Then Sora was forced to fight with Kanda, and now since Kanda has also tried to kill Amy, Sora has to. Kanda was getting more angry and a very bad fight took place between the two. They were beating others very badly, especially Kanda, who left Sora in a very bad condition, and when Sora lost, if it seemed so, Then Kanda gave him the same medicine which he had injected in his body, because Kanda wants a fair fight. Then Sora also injected that injection in his body. However, only 2 injections were made from that medicine which both of them used. We have done it. Well, Sora was already powerful, so after injection it became even more powerful. That's why Kanda throws him near the wires and freezes his body so that Kanda becomes unconscious. And this fight should have ended here, but now, because Kanda uses his power to lift the iron rod and insert it into Sora's body. Because he really hates Sora very much and wants to kill him. But then Sora comes to his side and the rod entered Kanda's body, due to which Kanda died hand-to-hand death. Sora gets very upset after seeing all this because he did not want this at all. Then he went to Amy and kissed Amy again. He started taking the hair with him by picking it up from there. Where on the way they met Momo, who also started helping them both, but then Big Boss comes here and stops Sora by telling him that I have given him a lot of treatment from your childhood till now. I have spent all the money, so I cannot let you go anywhere without profit. Then Sora gets angry and says that I am not your experimental project, but I am also a human being, and my brother Kai was also a human being who, you Big Boss, has left this world because of the people. He did not care after hearing about the death of Rhino, and now before he can sleep, before he could catch him, Sora uses his powers and throws him up and down so hard that he doesn't even dare to get up. Then it is shown that when these 3 were about to go out from here, this time Mr. Soji caught them. Leah attacked Sora, due to which he could not muster the courage to get up, and asked Momo that, how can you do this? Yes, since you have loved Sora so much since childhood. Then Mr. Soji said that all I want is success and respect. I need it, which I can only get after making medicine from Sora's blood, and Sora isn't the only one I'm sacrificing. That means I have already sacrificed her parents, i.e., my brother and sister-in-law. Sora is very sad. I was left with the fact that this meant that my parents did not have an accident. You had them killed. Then Mr. Soji. He said that, yes, I just gave an idea to Big Boss, that you are not coming back to Japan because of your parents. So that's why Big Boss got your parents out of the way, because we can do anything for the future of Japan. And now this girl is your weakness, right? And then just when you were about to kill Amy too, Momo came in front of you. Because of this, the bullet hits her and she falls down. Amy becomes very worried after seeing Momoko in such a condition. Sora was also excited when Big Boss arrived and was about to shoot Sora, but then Sora used his power to shoot him. He created a shield, due to which the bullet turned and hit Mr. Soji, leaving Sora stunned. Seeing what had happened, nothing could be done now, meaning Mr. Soji would also die in hand-to-hand battle with Kirin police. Amy takes him here with her, who asks Big Boss to put down the gun, and then Big Boss is arrested. She went to Sara to check on her, but when Kirin found out that Amy had been shot and now she was unable to get up at all, that means she is dead. Then poor Krin starts crying very badly because obviously this is a very big thing for him. It was a sad moment. Well, this scene got cut here, and now we are shown the scene after a long time. How Crane is in the graveyard and is crying badly, remembering Momoko. That Momoko, after all you left me, how can you go? How will I live without you now? Then Momo came from behind and asked, will you really love me? Do you want to see me dying? Then he started refusing that. No, my love, it is not like that at all. I am just working on my next movie. I was practicing some dialogues for the shooting of... When she heard this, she started laughing. This means Momoko did not die that day. Rather, she was saved because the good luck charm that Kreen had given to Momoko came in front of the bullet, meaning Momoko's life was saved. Karen is able to survive because of the good luck charm given to her by Momoko, so Karen gets serious and emotional and asks Momoko if she will always be with him. Would you like to stay with me? I promise that I will always keep you happy and take care of you and Momo. Obviously, she says yes because now she has also started liking Kieran a lot. So both of them had a happy ending, after which this scene got cut here, and now we are shown Sora and Amy, both of them are very happy because now no one is going to separate them. And on top of that, Sora's health is also completely fine now, because the injection which she had got was really very powerful. That is why the problem which had occurred with Sora earlier. There was a fear that he would die, but now there is no such scene. Sora has decided that now he will always stay with Amy in Thailand. She was very happy there too. So both of them started kissing each other, and also made many promises that we will never leave each other alone, meaning we will always be with each other, and then with this happy ending scene, it ends. The drama ends here.